Hey class, it's Mr. M, here looking at number 10 and 11, here to help you prepare for triangle similarity and building up to trigonometry. Alright, so let's take a look at number 9. Hopefully you got some of these right. The leg opposite angle Q for 10A. Okay, well, you have to know what a leg is, besides anatomy. Well, this length right here is called the hypotenuse. You already know that. It's the longest side of a right triangle. The other two sides are not as special, and they get the name of leg. So that's just a terminology that we've seen several weeks ago when we first learned about triangle congruence and HL and all that. So angle Q is here. The leg opposite it means across from, opposite or across from. So that would just be RS. SR would be just as valuable, just as good. It's also correct. Here, order doesn't matter because you have only one shape. So opposite is the leg across, right? Directly across. Part B, the leg adjacent to angle Q. Adjacent meaning attached. Well, oops, wrong tool. Here you have a leg, right? And it's attached or next to, that's what adjacent means, attached or next to, angle Q. So that would be SQ. It would not be RQ because RQ is not a leg, it's a hypotenuse. Part C, the leg opposite angle R. So we're now not looking at angle Q, we're looking at angle R as our point of reference instead. And that's an important concept, the angle of reference. Relative to angle R, part C, the leg opposite angle R would also be SQ. Because from R's perspective, it's across. It's not next to, it's across. So that's why B and C are the same answer. You have different angles, right? R and Q. Part D, the leg adjacent to angle R, that would be RS. And the hypotenuse is RQ. Number 11, find the scale factor and yada yada, the other stuff. Alright, scale factor. Well, that's easy. 6, 12, scale factor, 2, done. AC, well, we know they're similar. They've given us that. That's convenient. Well, if DF is 13 and the scale factor is 2, you can set up a proportion if you want to. That's one way to do it. Or just divide by 2, right? 6 is half of 12. What's half of 13? Half of 13 is 6.5. AB and DE are a little bit harder. We don't know AB or DE, so we have to figure them out somehow. Well, AC we now know is 6.5, although we don't really need that. If we can find DE, right? If we can somehow find that, then we can find AB as well. So how do we find DE? Well, that's our old friend, the Pythagorean theorem. So the sum of the squares of the sides of a right triangle, of the legs of a right triangle, is equal to the square of the hypotenuse. So that's 144 plus 169, which gives you 313. Take the square root of both sides, which gives you just plain old x, which is approximately equal to 17.7, more or less. So there's DE. Now you could, if you wanted to, repeat through the same boring process to find, actually not boring, quite beautiful actually, process of finding AB as you did DE, or, hey, shortcut, we know the scale factor is 2. Just divide 17.7 by 2, and you get 8.9 approximately. There you go.